Good day, grade 10 students. This day, we will going to learn our week 5 to 8 CAPsLET, and that is the art class. Okay, so if you could still remember, last quarter we were able to discuss about technology-based arts, wherein we were taught to use some different applications in the cell phones, laptop, or even tablets. Okay, we were asked to integrate our art to these technologies. We encounter different types of application art that will make our artwork more beautiful. Just like for example, the application that I taught you, the Canva, what else? The Kind Master, the video editing application, and etc. So this day, we will going to connect that learning from this discussion because this time we will going to have our media based art. So what is that all about? So are you ready to listen? Okay, let, let's start. Our topic today is about media-based arts, wherein we will be discussing a lot of activities, a lot of things about media, about technology, about arts integrating technologies, about arts that has something to do with technologies applications. Okay, so let's start. Media-based arts designed in the Philippines. The previous quarter provided an overview of the phenomenal capabilities and possibilities of the electronic or digital media now available in today's technology driven world. These have enabled amazingly innovative art forms to evolve far beyond traditional painting, sculpture, and architecture. As quickly as technology is able to develop new ideas, gadgets, and techniques, modern artists and designers adapt them to enhance their creative expression. Okay? So we have different personalities. Filipino people that is very good in media-based arts. So later on we will going to find out. Later on we will going to find out who are those people. But before that, let me share to you just a brief explanation about photography. Now photography comes from two Greek words, photos meaning light, graphos, meaning writing. So, photography is the science, art, and practice of creating durable images by recording light or other electromagnetic radiation, either electronically by means of image sensor or chemically by means of light sensitive materials such as photographic film. So we have George Tapan. Who is George Tapan? He's an award-winning travel photographer who has won two specific Asia Tourism Association or the PATA, an ASEAN Tourism Association Award, and first place in the 2011 National Geographic Photo Contest. His highly acclaimed work has been published in five travel photography books. One of his best example is the first place winning image in the 2011 National Graphic Photo Contest. He named it Into the Green Zone. Okay? Other photos by George Tapan, we see different beautiful pictures. I will show to you the pictures now. Second is we have John K. Chua. Who is this John K. Chua? John K. CHUA is an advertising and commercial photographer extraordinaire. John is best known for his technical excellence and mastery of notoriously challenging photo shoots, to the delight of clients who envision the seemingly impossible. With more than 40 years of experience under his belt, John has moved with ease from one genre of photography to another, earning local and international awards along the way. It's John Chua. One of his best examples is the Steak Island in Palawan. Okay, so that is photography. These are the people who always bring pride to our country when it comes to artworks. Okay, so let's go to film. First, we have photography. Now we have film. So before the pandemic, remember, we used to go and watch movies over the cinemas. Like, we watch our favorite movies, Hollywood movies, Filipino movies. Before, we still don't have these beautiful cinemas like the cinema of ACC, SM, and a lot more. So we still do not have something like that. But cinema or films is not anymore new to the people before, because they have this so-called as kinetoscope. What is this kinetoscope class? Kinetoscope class is an early motion picture exhibition device. It's designed for films to be viewed by one individual at a time through a peephole viewer window at the top of the device. Okay, so I don't know if you encountered this simple toy before. So there's a toy that you need to peep over the hole, and then you have to rotate it, and then images will change from one till the end until finally, if you finish viewing all the pictures inside that small toy, you will understand that there's a story behind that. There's a story. Okay, so similar to that, they have bigger than that, bigger version of that. So they call it before, it's a kinetoscope. Okay, so it is just like a movie projector. So imagine, so when you want to watch a movie, so you cannot watch all together because you need to watch it individually, one by one. So it will really take time. Imagine if you have five slides or even more, like 100 slides. So the next person who want to view that film will have to wait you for a longer period of time, because you need to finish it and you need to peep it individually alone, and then rotate until the 100 slides. So that is kinetoscope. But still they are already enjoying it, because there is no other form of films that you can watch, or there's no other form or ways on how to watch a film. And during their time, during those time, that is already something that is already high tech for them. Okay, so um who invented this kinetoscope? The first inventor of this kinetoscope is Thomas Edison in 1888. It was largely developed by his employee William Kennedy and Laurie Dixon between 1889 and 1892. Dixon and his team at the Edison Lab also devised the kinetograph, an innovative motion picture camera with rapid, intermittent, or stop-and-go film movement to photograph movies for in-house experiments and eventually commercial kinetoscope presentations. So do you imagine yourself like watching a movie or film, but you need to peep over it so that you can view the image perfectly, and then patiently you have to wait until that slides will end, and then there's another one will come in. So for us that for us it is very boring and time consuming, but before, for them, that is not. That is already something. Um, that's already something to entertain them. Okay, so there's that a collaborative art of filmmaking. So what is filmmaking, by the way? Who are involved in filmmaking? Collaborative art of filmmaking involves entire teams of artists, writers, production experts, supported by technicians taking charge of the cameras, lighting equipment, sets, props, costumes, and the like, all under the supervision of all of a film director. So let's start with film directing. Film directing, it is the director, like the painter and sculptor in traditional art, who envisions the final effect of the film on its viewers, visually, mentally, and emotionally. Next, we have acting, to express themselves without the exaggerated facial expressions and gesture used on stage. With the addition of sounds in the 1930s, they then had to learn to deliver their lines naturally and believably. So guys, acting, this involves actors. Ito naman yung, these are the actors and actresses that you see when you watch a movie. Okay? So next is we have cinematography. We always hear this word cinematography in different awards. That has something to do with films, movies. Okay, so what is the cinematography all about? Cinematography is the art of film camera work. This captured the director's vision of each scene through camera placement and movement, lighting, and other special techniques. Okay, cinematography class, is this is something to do with skills. Okay, the art of capturing subjects. For example, when you see in the movies the movement of the camera, the movement of the image from one end to the other, or another example is when you see a movie that has part part of it has a blur type of capturing, and then finally you see the clear image. So that is cinematography. It's the art of moving your camera. Art on how to capture certain subject and make it unique. Okay? We have editing. Okay? Just like last quarter, I asked you to do a videos and I asked you to do editing. Editing, put some effects, cut the videos or prolong the video, and etc. One of you asked me, sir, if we could just record it and then send it through Messenger. I said no, because our aim is I want you to learn on how to edit video, because this is our objective. We want you to learn how to use technologies and come up with an art that is a product of technology. So if I ask you to just record it, we don't actually meet the objective anymore, because my purpose is to give you some knowledge and enhance your skills on how to edit, because that is very useful nowadays. We work at home, we study at home, we do our assignments at home, and then that is we are using technologies nowadays, and that is very useful, and this could help you in doing some of your subjects assignments, performances, not only in MAPE in arts but also in other subject areas. Okay, next is we have production or the set design. This is a recreated in physical terms through location, scenery, sets, lighting, costumes, and props. So production or the set design. The production staff class, they are the one who is very responsible in producing the the props of the actresses, actors. They are the one who is responsible of looking for a setup. Locations are the people who are at the back of the camera, but we don't see them less because without them, the film or the movie that we are creating, it will never be successful. So that's it, grade 10 student. We have discussed photographies, we have discussed films. I also discussed to you little about the different artists, photographers, media-based artists in the Philippines. So, next meeting, we will going to learn about the different film genres, okay? Different film genres. So, take note because I will going to ask you some questions, so please do study your CAPsLET and then try to research about photography and films. Okay? So, good day to everyone. Muchísimas gracias.